नमः सर्वेभ्यः। व्योम संस्कृतपाठशालायाः रघुवंशग्रन्थावगाहनं 12 सर्गः इत्यस्य प्रक्रमस्य पञ्चविंशे पाठे सर्वेषां स्वागतम्। अद्य वयं 57 श्लोकात् 59तमश्लोकपर्यन्तं पठामः। गुरुरेव गतिर्गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोर्मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ वन्दामहे महोद्दण्डदोर्दण्डौ रघुनन्दनौ तेजो निर्जितमार्तण्डमण्डलौ लोकनन्दनौ। रघुवंशस्य 12 सर्गे अस्माभिः रामायणस्य अरण्यकाण्ड कथा अधीयमाना अस्ति। विराधवृत्तान्तः तस्य वधः दृष्टः, पञ्चवट्यां शूर्पणखायाः आगमनं, तस्याः श्रवणनासिका कर्तनं, खरादिभिः एकाकिनः रामस्य युद्धं, रावणेन सीतायाः अपहरणम् एतत् सर्वमपि दृष्टम्। तौ सीतान्वेषिणौ गृध्रन् लूनपक्षमपश्यतां प्राणैर्दशरथप्रीतेरनृणं कण्ठवर्तिभिः। सीतामन्विष्यन्तौ रामलक्ष्मणौ आगत्य लूनपक्षं गृध्रं, रावणेन छिन्नपक्षं जटायुषं दृष्टवन्तौ। प्रायेण गतप्राणः सः जटायुः, स रावणहृतान्ताभ्यां वचसा चष्टमैथिलीम् आत्मनः सुमहत्कर्म व्रणैरावेद्य संस्थितः। सीता रावणेन हृता इति जटायुः रामं निवेदितवान्। ततश्च मृतः, तस्य कीदृशं महत्कर्म इति तस्य व्रणैरेव रामलक्ष्मणौ ज्ञातवन्तौ। तयोस्तस्मिन्नवीभूतपितृव्यापत्तिशोकयोः पितरीवाग्निसंस्कारात् पराववृतिरेक्रियाः। पितुः मरणस्य शोकः पुनः नवीकृतः इव आसीत् तयोः। तौ मिलित्वा जटायुषः अग्निसंस्कारादारभ्य पराः क्रियाः अकुरुतां रामलक्ष्मणौ इति कविः अवर्णयत्। इतः अग्रे किष्किन्धाकाण्डस्य सुग्रीवेण मेलनं, वालिवधः इत्यादि प्रसङ्गः वर्ण्यते। अग्रिमं श्लोकं पठामः। मोक्ष
महोदय नमस्कारः।
वधनिर्धूतशापस्य
वधनिर्धूतशापस्य
कबन्धस्योपदेशतः
कबन्धस्योपदेशतः
मुमूर्च्छसख्यं रामस्य
मुमूर्च्छसख्यं रामस्य
समानव्यसने हरौ वधनिर्धूतशापस्य कबन्धस्योपदेशतः
वधनिर्धूतशापस्य कबन्धस्योपदेशतः
मुमूर्च्छसख्यं रामस्य समानव्यसने हरौ
मुमूर्च्छसख्यं रामस्य समानव्यसने हरौ मुमूर्छ सख्यं रामस्य समानव्यसने हरौ वधनिर्धूतशापस्य कबन्धस्योपदेशतः मुमूर्छ सख्यं रामस्य समानव्यसने हरौ
पदच्छेदः
वध निर्धूतशापस्य कबन्धस्य उपदेशतः मुमूर्छ सख्यं रामस्य समानव्यसने हरौ
सम्यक् वध निर्धूत शापस्य कबन्धस्य उपदेशतः गुणसन्धि मुमूर्छ सख्यं रामस्य समानव्यसने हरौ ललिता भगिनी तिङन्तं किमस्ति
नमस्ते भगिनी
मुमूर्छ इति तिङन्तं सम्यक् अव्यय
नास्ति
उपदेशतः वस्तुतः तत्रापि दोषः अस्ति उपदेशतः इति अव्ययम्
वध निर्धूतशापस्य कबन्धस्य षष्ठी एकवचनं सख्यं द्वितीय एकवचनं रामस्य
सख्यम् is प्रथम actually
सख्यम् इस् प्रथम रामस्य षष्ठी एकवचनं समानव्यसने सप्तमी एकवचनं हरौ
हरौ हरियोः
षष्ठी
हरिषु
हरौ हरियोः षष्ठी एकवचनं
सप्तमी हरि शब्दस्य सप्तमी हरौ हर्योः हरिषु इन् हरि इत्यर्थः सो सख्यम् इति प्रथमा वधनिर्धूतशापस्य कबन्धस्य रामस्य इति षष्ठी समानव्यसने हरौ इति सप्तमी धन्यवादः सो मुमूर्छ ववृधे इत्यर्थः टू डेवलप ओके सो मूर्छति इज टू ग्रो टू डेवलप ववृधे अवर्धत किम मुमूर्छ सख्यम और मैत्री friendship grew so sakhyam is the karta for mumurcha kasya sakhyam ramasya ramachandrasya of rama kasmin harau hari here refers to monkey vanara so vanare sugrive ramasya sakhyam mumurcha so rama's friendship in Sugriva related to, we call it Vaishayika Saptami. So his friendship with Sugriva grew, developed. Kidrishe harau samana vyasane. Vyasanam nama duhkam, samanam duhkam, samaduhke vanare. So the friendship is based on need. Having the same sorrow of being separated from wife. Tatra Sugrivasya patni Ruma iti sapi valina tatra balat tasya niyantrane sthapita asis. Vali Sugrivam rajyat bahishkritya tasya patnim tatraiva niruddhavan. Ataha samadukhaha. So Sugriva was in the same sad state as Rama, having lost his wife. Ataha samana vyasane harau Ramasya Sakhyam Mumurcha. So Rama's friendship developed with the monkey who had the same sorrow. Kasmat Mumurcha Upadeshataha. Nirdeshat, upon the advice. Kasya Upadeshataha Kabandhasya. Kabandhanamnaha Rakshasasya. Kidrishasya Kabandhasya Vadha Nirdhuta Shapasya. Vadhaha nama Maranam Tena Nirdhutaha Apagataha Shapaha. So he whose curse was dispelled by being killed. So Kabandha was a Rakshasa. So again, Kalidasa skips some of the incidents. So after Jatayu's death, Rama Lakshmana continue looking for Sita. They move southward. They see Shabari. Shabari's incident has not been touched by Kalidasa. Then they meet a Rakshasa called Kabandha. So we saw earlier the word Kabandha, right? So Kabandha means a headless torso or body. So usually it is a dead body, that is after the head is cut, for momentarily the moving body is called Kabandha. But this Rakshasa was Kabandha. He did not have a head. He had the body from the neck downwards. There was a huge stomach or tummy. The mouth was in the tummy, so he could directly put things into his stomach. And he had two huge arms with which he would just grab whatever comes near, and he used to eat. So he was actually a Gandharva who was cursed to be a Rakshasa. So, and the saying was that the curse would be dispelled when he was killed by Rama. So Rama and Lakshmana, they kill Kabandha, and then he, being freed from the Shapa, he directs Rama to go and meet Sugriva on the banks of Pampa river. That is when Rama Lakshmana go there, then Hanuman meets, and then they befriend Sugriva. So all this is summarized in this shloka by Kalidasa. So Vadhanirdhuta Shapasya Kabandhasya Upadeshataha Ramasya Samana Vyasane Harau Sakhyam Mumurcha. So Vadhanirdhuta Shapasya Kabandhasya Upadeshataha. So Ramena Kritena Vadhena Apagata Shapadoshasya Kabandhanamnaha Rakshasasya Nirdeshat. So Kabandha, whose curse was Nirdhuta, dispelled by killing, that is by being killed by Rama. So due to his Upadesha, which is advice or direction, Ramasya, Sri Rama's Sakhyam, friendship, Samana Vyasane Harau Mumurcha. So it developed with the monkey Sugriva, who was having the same sorrow of being separated from his wife. Okay. So Rama Sugrivayoho Maitri Sampanna iti Tatparyam. So again, as usual, many questions on why Saptami instead of Tritiya. So I keep repeating, don't go by the vibhaktis of other languages. Every language has its own style, and especially the vibhakti usage in Samskrita need not be exactly parallel as that of either English or other Bharatiya bhashas also. Okay. For example, for say, I go home, in most like Kannada, Tamil, they all use Chaturthi Vibhakti. But Samskrita uses Dvitiya Vibhakti. That is the nature of Samskrita. So similarly here, you can use Tritiya. So Ramasya Sugrivena Saha Sakhyam Vavradhe is also correct. We are not saying that is not correct. but that is not the only way of expression. So Rama's friendship in Sugriva grew. You have friendship in somebody. That somebody is the substratum for friendship. So Saptami is also possible. So when we are studying kavyas, we need to appreciate the different ways of construction which poets use and see how we can use such language. Okay. So Tritiya is correct, but there is nothing wrong with Saptami. And Kalidasa chooses to use Saptami. So there is no reason why not Tritiya. He wants to use Saptami, and maybe that fits his meter and what he wants to say. So there are each language, Vishishya Samskrita Bhashayam, Shabda Shakti Mahati Bhavati. The same thing you can express in maybe 5 different ways. So which you use, when you are using, you can choose what you want to use. When a poet has used, you have to appreciate the construction and understand how it is used. Okay. Okay, then there is another thing, Murcha Dhatu. Yes, so it also has the meaning of fainting. So many dhatus have multiple meanings. So Murcha Dhatu is used to mean to faint. It is also used in the sense of growing. Okay. Both senses are there. Okay. So we will move ahead. So Mumurcha. Okay. Excuse me, just one moment. Sorry. So Mumurcha. Murch dhatuhu, litlakara, murchati is lat, mumurcha is lit. Litlakara, parasmaipada, prathama purusha, ekavachananta. Mumurcha, mumurchatuhu, mumurchuhu. Also one note, both murcha, it can be written with another extra chakara. Okay, so murcha and murcha with only chakara, both are correct. Okay, so there is a dvitva which happens there because of the drefa. So in all forms of this dhatu, both the single cha and the chakara, both are correct. So you can write this as mumurcha with double cha. So if you see that, that is also correct. Sakhyam, akaranta napumsakalinga sakhya shabda. Sakhyam, sakhye, sakhyani, like phala shabda. Samana vyasane. Samana vyasane. 1 second, it is pullinga because it is visheshana to harau. So akaranta pullinga samana vyasanaha harihi. So samana vyasane, vyasanayoho vyasaneshu saptami ekavachananta harau. Ikaranta pullinga hari shabda saptami ekavachananta harau haryoho harishu. So here vadha nirdhuta shapasya. Vadhena nirdhutaha, vadha nirdhutaha. Nirdhuta literally means to be blown away. Okay. So blown away by killing. So vadhanirdhutaha shapaha yasya saha. So he whose curse was blown away, was dispelled by his killing. Okay. Vadhanirdhuta shapasya samana vyasane. Samanam vyasanam yasya saha. Vyasanam is dukham. He whose sorrow is the same or similar. So that is usually one of the basis of friendship. You either you have similar tastes or mainly similar difficulty breeds friendship. Okay. Then upadeshataha. Upadesha with tasi. It is a tadhita pratyaya, tadhitanta avyaya. We see this everywhere. Gramataha, nagarataha. So that's common. Instead of Panchami Vibhakti, we can use this. The convenience is it has a single form. Being an avyaya, it does not change forms. Sakhyam. Sakhyuho bhavaha karmava. Sakhi or sakha, sakhayo, sakhayaha means friend. So the attribute, the action of being a friend is friendship. So that is sakhyam. That is also a tadhita shabda. Okay. So then we have the word hari. Okay. So hari is one of the words which has many meanings. You can see there are 14 different meanings for the word hari. Yama Nilendra Chandra Arka Vishnu Simhamshu Vajishu Shuka Hikapi Bhekeshu Harirna Kapiletrishu. Harihi na. That is the Pullinga Hari Shabda can be used to indicate all these. Yama, Vayu, Indra, Chandra, Surya, Vishnu. Simha, lion is called Hari. The rays of the sun or the moon. The Vaji, that is a horse, a parrot, a serpent, a monkey, a frog. Right? So this is one of the common cases where in the Shastras they discuss how do we determine when so many meanings are possible for a single word. They give illustrations on how it can be determined based on context, based on what comes before, after, and so on. There are many ways. So in this context, even in the Ramayana, a lot of times the word Hari is used for the Vanaras. Harishvaraha, Harisattamaha, Haripungavaha, and so on. So Samana Vyasane Harau refers to the Vanara. Hari means Vanara in this context. Kapile Trishu. It is also used as a Visheshana to mean that color of Kapila, the reddish brown color. In that context, Hari can also be used as a Visheshana. So it is a very popular Nanartha Shabda. Vadhanirdhuta Shapasya Kabandhasyopodeshataha Mumurcha Sakhyam Ramasya Samanavyasane Harau. Agrimam Shlokam Patama. Geeta Vinod.
नमो नमः
Sahatva Viraha.
सहत्वावालिनं वीरः सहत्वावालिनं वीरः
Tatpade Chirakankshrite.
तत्पदे चिरकाङ्क्षिते तत्पदे चिरकाङ्क्षिते
Dhatosthana Ivadesham.
धातोस्थानैवादेशं धातोस्थानैवादेशम्
सुग्रीवं सन्न्यवेशयत्
सुग्रीवं सन्न्यवेशयत् सुग्रीवं सन्न्यवेशयत्
सहत्वा वालिनं वीरस्तत्पदे चिरकाङ्क्षिते
सहत्वा वालिनं वीरस्तत्पदे चिरकाङ्क्षिते सहत्वा वालिनं वीरस्तत्पदे चिरकाङ्क्षिते
धातोस्थान इवादेशं सुग्रीवं सन्न्यवेशयत्
धातोस्थानैवादेशं सुग्रीवं सन्न्यवेशयत् धातोस्थानैवादेशं सुग्रीवं सन्न्यवेशयत् सः हत्वा वालिनं वीरः तत्पदे चिरकाङ्क्षिते धातोः स्थान इवादेशम्
इव आदेशं
आदेशं सुग्रीवं सन्न्यवेशयत्
सन्न्यवेशयत् सः हत्वा वालिनं वीरः तत्पदे चिरकाङ्क्षिते धातोः स्थाने इव आदेशं सुग्रीवं सन्न्यवेशयत् सहत्वा विसर्ग is deleted वीरस्तत्पदे सकारादेश स्थाने इव स्थान इव it's a very important sandhi. It is yantavantadesha or ayadi sandhi. So sthane iva becomes sthana iva. Then the yakara is deleted to give sthana iva. It's a special sandhi we will study in the next level, but it's very commonly seen in Samskrita. So it could be sthanaha iva, but sthanam is a napumsakalinga shabda. So we should not split it as sthanaha iva. Instead it is sthane iva. Okay. So next.
Saha prathama ekavachana.
Okay, you can go ahead. Which is the tinganta?
Sanyaveshayat.
Sanyaveshayat is the tinganta. Avyaya.
Avyaya hatva.
Hatva.
Iva.
Iva. Hatva. Iva are avyayas. The rest are subantas. Prathama vibhakti.
Saha. Veeraha.
Saha. Veeraha. So Saha Veeraha is Prathama. Then Dvitiya.
Adesham Sugrivam.
Adesham Sugrivam. Then
Valinam.
Valinam. So Valinam, Adesham, Sugrivam are all Dvitiya Vibhakti.
Shashti Dhatoho.
Dhatoho is Shashti. Then
Sthane Tatpade Chirakanshite Saptami.
Samyak. So Tatpade Chirakanshite Sthane is all Saptami. Dhanyavadaha. So Sanyaveshayat. Sannivesha. Nivishati is to enter or to be placed. Sannivishati is to be firmly placed, that is established. So Sanyaveshayat, sthapitavan, established. Okay. Kaha Sanyaveshayat, Saha Shri Ramaha. Kidrishaha Saha Veeraha. Shuraha, the brave or mighty Shri Rama. Kam Sanyaveshayat Sugrivam. Sugrivanaamakam Vanaram. So he established Sugriva. He placed him firmly. Kim Kritva Hatva Samhritya, having killed. Kam Hatva Valinam. So Vanara Rajam Sugriva Agrajam. So having killed Vali, who was the king of Vanaras and Sugriva's elder brother. Kutra Sanyaveshayat Tatpade Tasya Valinaha Pade Sthane. So having killed Vali, in his place, that is in Vali's place, Rama established Sugriva. Kidrishe Tatpade Chirakanshite. Chirat Abhilashite. Chira means for a long time. Bahukalat Abhilashite. So Tatpadam, that is that position of Vali, was desired by Sugriva since a long time. Okay, so the backstory of Vali and Sugriva, I hope everybody knows. So they were initially very close, but Sugriva always wanted to be the king, but he was loyal to his brother. Once while fighting with a Rakshasa, he thinks Vali is dead and he blocks the cave with a boulder. But Vali comes out. He is very angry at Sugriva and he kicks him out. So it's been a long time that Sugriva has been in that Rishyamukha Parvata because Vali could not come there. But he has been hiding from Vali since a long time and he has always wanted to somehow get rid of Vali, be free of fear. That was his first objective. But he also wanted the kingdom, that contrast between multiple pairs of brothers, Rama, Bharata, Vali, Sugriva, and Vibhishana, Ravana is all, that is one of the themes of Ramayana. So though Sugriva was not against Vali, he wanted the kingdom. It was not like Rajyam Nyasamiva Bhunak, which Bharata did. So with that he says, Chirakanshite Tatpade. Sugriva always had a natural desire. Not that he wanted to harm Vali per se, but he had a natural desire for power, which is seen. So Chirakanshite Tatpade. Valinam Hatva. Ramaha Valinam Hatva. Tasya Sthane Sugrivam Sthapitavan. Tatra Kalidasah Vyakaranasya Upamanam Dadati. Kimiva Sanyaveshayat Dhatoho Sthane Adesham Iva. So Adesha is a grammatical process. Okay? So where we replace one with the other. Okay? Dhatoho Sthane. So there are cases where some dhatus, so astyadehe kriyavachinaha shabdasya sthane. So kriyavachi is a dhatu, a word which indicates action. So in its place, adesham, there is an adesha given. So if we look at it, so there are sutras in Vyakarana. So there is a very popular sutra called Aster Bhuhu. Astehe Bhuhu means the dhatu as is replaced by Bhu. So if you have noticed, even if you do not know the, what to say, the sutra itself, just in normal, if you have observed the forms of asudhatu. Okay, so let me quickly open this. So if you look at the forms of asudhatu in various lakaras, so we see asti staha santi where you can hear the as. But the moment you go to lit lakara, babhuva babhuvatuhu babhuvuhu. Bhavita bhavitarau bhavitaraha. Bhavishyati bhavishyatah bhavishyanti. So there are some lakaras in which you hear the as, but in other lakaras, right? So bhuyat, abhut, abhavishyat, we see that as is replaced by bhu. So that is called dhatoho sthane adesham iva. So as is replaced by bhu. There are other sutras, bruvaha vachihi. Bru is replaced by vach. Okay. So there are 2 points on why Kalidasa chooses this as an upama. So first thing is, in Vyakarana itself, we always say Shatruvat Adesha. Adesha is always like an enemy. That is, it seeks to kick you out and replace. It is never staying together. The Agama is Mitravat. It comes home and stays along with you. It doesn't hurt. Adesha is always a replacement. So the earlier one has to be removed and a new one is added. That is Adesha. But more importantly, Sthani Arthabhidhana Samarthyasya Adeshatvam. You cannot randomly replace something with something else. Okay, you have as dhatu, there is a meaning for the dhatu. That dhatu conveys a particular action, which is existence. So you cannot replace as with, say, drish or with, say, rud, some other meaningless word or something which conveys a different meaning. So bhu sattayam asa bhuvi, they are both synonymous. So bhu also conveys the same meaning as as. Both of them mean to exist. Because of the uniqueness of language, because of usage, sometimes as is replaced by bhu. So bhu performs the same function. That is, it conveys the same meaning as as. Right? So that is when the adesha will make a sense. You cannot randomly replace something with somebody else. So the implication here is Sugriva was equally capable of performing Vali's function. So it is not that Rama, just because of his friendship, simply killed Vali and replaced. So Sugriva was an equally capable ruler who was more aligned to dharma than Vali was. That was the reason why the replacement was done. That is the implication behind choosing this particular example. So, Saha Viraha Valinam Hatva Chirakanshite Tatpade Sugrivam Dhatosthane Adesham Iva Sanyaveshayat. Saha Viraha, Shuraha, Sri Ramaha. So the mighty Sri Rama, Valinam Hatva, Vanararajam, Sugrivagrajam, Valinam Samhritya. Having killed Vali, who was the monkey king and the elder brother of Sugriva, Chirakanshite Tatpade. Bahukalat Abhilashite Valinah Sthane. So in his place, which was desired by Sugriva since a long time, Dhatoh Sthane Adesham Iva. So like the substitution of a different dhatu like bhu in place of a dhatu like as, which still conveys the meaning, which still maintains the, the structure. Okay. Tatha sthapitavan. He established. So Valinam Hatva Sugrivam Vanararajye Pratisthapayamasa Sri Rama. Valinam. Valin is a nakaranta shabda. Vali Valinau Valinaha. Dvitiya vibhakti is Valinam Valinau Valinaha. Tatpade. Tatpadam is Napumsakalinga, Saptami Ekavachana. Tatpade, Tatpadayoho, Tatpadeshu. Dhatoho, Shashti Ekavachana of the word dhatu. Ukaranta Pullinga Shabda. Dhatoho, Dhatvo. Sorry, I think I lost connection for a short while. So, Sanyaveshayat, Sam and Ni are two upasargas. Veshi iti dhatoho langlakare prathama purusha ekavachanantam. Like achorayat, achorayatam, achorayan. We have aveshayat, aveshayatam, aveshayan. And then you have to add the two upasargas. Okay. So one note here, writing with anuswara is also correct. Samnyaveshayat with anuswara. So how does the sandhi happen? Ni aveshayat. Always remember in langlakara, the upasarga should be added not to the dhatu, but to the ready-made form. I said veshi, veshayati, veshayataha, veshayanti in latlakara. Aveshayat is the lung form. We add ni to aveshayat, becomes nyaveshayat. Yan sandhi. Then you get two forms. One is with anuswara and nya, samnyaveshayat. Then that anuswara also get both forms are correct. You can use both, whichever you wish. Okay. And this veshayati is a nijanta dhatu. Sam and ni upasarga. Vish, vishati, veshayati. It is a nijanta dhatu. So Sugrivaha rajye sannivishati. Vishati, sannivishati means to become established. Ramaha Sugrivam rajye sanniveshayati. He makes Sugriva to be established. So it is a nijanta. Okay. Now, krit vritti hatva. Han and ktva hatva. It is a kridanta avyaya. Tatpade. Tasya padam tatpadam is samasa. Shashti tatpurusha. Tasmin. Chirakangshite. Chiram kangshitam. So, desired for a long time. It is a kevala samasa. Tasmin chirakangshite. So here we have again the Upama Lankara. Vali and Sugrivaha, they are the Upameya. Dhatu and Adesha, they are the Upamana. Vali is compared to Dhatu, the original Dhatu, and Sugriva is compared to the Adesha. So Sadharana Dharma, Tatpade Niveshanam. So replacement, putting one in place of other. So Vali was replaced by Sugriva, just like a dhatu is replaced by Adesha. Iva iti upamavachakaha shabdaha. Now, dhatu again is a very interesting word. So, dhatu is used in many, many senses, just like hari in the previous one. Dhatu is also a word. It is a technical term which is used in multiple shastras. Okay. So, shleshma dirasaraktadi mahabhutani tadgunaha indriyanyashma vikritihi shabdayonischa dhatavaha. So, because of time, I cannot go into multiple the details. You can see here. So, the kosha lists so many meanings in which the word dhatu is used. If you go to Ayurveda, the kapha, vata, pitta, they are called the tridosha, they are called dhatus. The rasa, rakta, etc., the 7 components of the body are also called dhatus. The mahabhutas, their qualities, the indriyas associated with each, they are also referred to as dhatu. Dhatu is actually derived from dadhati, that which holds. It is like the substratum or the base. So in Ayurveda, it is taken as the basis for the body physiological functions. For creation itself, the basis is Mahabhutas. The 5 Panchabhutas are the basis of creation. So for that also the term dhatu is used. Ashma Vikriti, the ore or mineral, which is the source of, say, gold, the various metals, etc. They are also called dhatu. You can see the word, it means something which is a core material. So depending on which discipline we are in, that core material is the dhatu. So when we come to Vyakarana, Shabda Yonihi, the source, the core of most words, 95% of Samskrita words, according to some streams, 100% of Samskrita words are derived from dhatus. So if you keep on digging, if you remember our introductory classes, so you can go on doing the vritti. So when you dig deeper and deeper and deeper, everywhere you find a core of a dhatu. So that is why it is Shabda Yonihi, the source of all words. The causal matter for all Shabdas is a dhatu. It's a very interesting word, Shabdayonischa dhatavaha. So we have a saying, Sarvam Shabdam Dhatu Jamaha. So if you go enough deeply, all words are supposed to be derived from dhatus. It holds good definitely to 95%. There are only very, very, very few underived words in Samskrita. So we'll move ahead. Sahatva valinam viraha tatpade chirakanshite dhato sthana iva desham sugrivam
नमस्ते भगिनी, न श्रूयते।
इदानीं श्रूयते वा?
आम् आम् श्रूयते।
इतस्ततश्च वैदेहीम्
इतस्ततश्च वैदेहीम् इतस्ततश्च वैदेहीम्
अन्वेष्टुं भर्तृचोदिताः
अन्वेष्टुं भर्तृचोदिताः अन्वेष्टुं भर्तृचोदिताः
कपयश्चेरुरार्तस्य
कपयश्चेरुरार्तस्य कपयश्चेरुरार्तस्य
रामस्येव मनोरथाः
रामस्येव मनोरथाः रामस्येव मनोरथाः
इतस्ततश्च वैदेहीम् अन्वेष्टुं भर्तृचोदिताः
इतस्ततश्च वैदेहीम् अन्वेष्टुं भर्तृचोदिताः इतस्ततश्च वैदेहीमन्वेष्टुं भर्तृचोदिताः
कपयश्चेरुरार्तस्य रामस्येव मनोरथाः
कपयश्चेरुरार्तस्य रामस्येव मनोरथाः कपयश्चेरुरार्तस्य रामस्येव मनोरथाः इतस्ततश्च वैदेहीमन्वेष्टुं भर्तृचोदिताः कपयश्चेरुरार्तस्य रामस्येव मनोरथाः पदच्छेदः इतः ततः च वैदेहीम् अन्वेष्टुं भर्तृचोदिताः कपयः कपयः च
चेरुः
कपयः चेरुः आर्तस्य रामस्य इव मनोरथाः
सम्यक् इतः ततः च इतस्ततश्च. So we have sakara and then followed by shutva. Vaidehim anveshtum bhartr choditaha kapayaha cheruhu kapayascheruhu. Visarga replaced by sakara followed by shutva. Cheruhu artasya cherurartasya repha ramasya iva ramasyeva is gunasandhi. Manorathaha. Chaitanya Sharma.
No?
Chaitanya. Can you hear me? Rama.
नमस्ते भगिनि
Tingantam.
तिङन्तं चेरुः
Cheruhu iti tingantam.
अव्ययम् अव्ययानि इतः ततः च इव.
One more.
मनोरथाः
Anveshtum. Tumun. So, itaha tataha cha anveshtum iva. 5 avyayas. So very few subbantas. Pratama vibhakti.
प्रथमा विभक्ति मनोरथाः.
Then
कपयः
kapayaha. Then one more.
भर्तृचोदिताः.
Bhartruchoditaha kapayaha manorathaha. All is prathama bahuvachana. Then
वैदेहीम् अन्वेष्टुं द्वितीया एकवचन.
Vaidehim is dvitiya ekavachana. Artasya ramasya
षष्ठी एकवचन.
Shashti ekavachana. Samyak. So cheruhu. Charati. Charati is to wander or roam. So cheruhu. Babhramuhu. They wandered or roamed. Ke cheruhu. Kapayaha. Vanaraha. The monkeys. Kidrishaha kapayaha. Bhartruchoditaha. Bharta here means Swami or master. So Chodita is commanded or instigated by their master Sugriva. Kim kartum cheruhu anveshtum margitum, to search, to look for. Kam anveshtum vaidehim sitam. Bhartruchoditaha kapayaha vaidehim anveshtum cheruhu. So commanded by their master Sugriva, the Vanaras, they roamed to look for Vaidehi. And kutra cheruhu itastataha. So itaha tataha, it's usually used as a together, here and there, literally. It means in Nana Pradesheshu, in many places. So Sugriva sends them in all 4 directions, different groups with detailed instructions on where all they have to look for. Okay, so they literally roamed the entire earth trying to find Vaidehi. Ke iva cheruhu. And here Kalidasa gives another upamana, very interesting one. He says, Manorathaha iva. Manorathaha, kamaha, desires or hopes. Kasya manorathaha, Ramasya Dasharathehe manorathaha. Kidrishasya Ramasya, Artasya Ramasya. Artha is distressed. Virahatura is sorrow, sad on being separated. So it's a very beautiful upama. You know, whenever we are worried or sad about something, the mind keeps running in circles. Right? So that expression is very popular in English. You cannot stop thinking about it. Even when you know you cannot do more about it. If you are worried, it keeps running. Cheruhu, charati is a dhatu which means constant movement and usually fruitless because you don't achieve anything. So he says, Artasya Ramasya manorathaha iva. The Kapis, though they wandered, though they went constantly in a lot of places, they roamed the entire earth without stopping, it was mostly futile. Just like this mental thoughts, the same things thinking over and over. Will I get Sita? How will I get her? Is she alive? Is she not alive? So such thoughts very naturally, because he is Artaha. When distressed, such thoughts keep running in the mind. So like that, the monkeys looked. So the implication is both of them, the mental anxiety or worry is also futile. Their search was also futile for a very long time, till they got that which comes in the next shloka. So they wandered around. So here that wandering is the common factor between the monkeys and the desires or hopes or thoughts of Rama. Bhartrachoditaha kapayaha artasya Ramasya manorathaha iva Vaidehim anveshtum itastataha cha cheruhu. So Swamina Sugrivena prayuktaha vanaraha. So the monkeys, commanded by their master Sugriva, Vaidehim anveshtum, Sitam margitum, to search for Sita, itastatascha cheruhu, Nana pradesheshu babhramuhu. So they roamed here and there in various places. Artasya Ramasya manorathaha iva. Like the hopes or desires or thoughts of Rama, especially he is distressed. So in such a condition, it is natural for thoughts to go around. Sugrivaha Sitanveshanaya Dikshu Vanaran Preshayamasa. That is the case, context which Kalidasa describes here. So kapayaha, so kapihi kapi kapayaha, ikaranta pullinga, cheruhu, chachara cheratuhu cheruhu. Charati is latlakara, chachara is litlakara. Artasya, shashti ekavachana, akaranta pullinga, manorathaha, akaranta pullinga, not ikaranta. So it is akaranta pullinga prathama bahuvachana. Manorathaha, manorathau, manorathaha. Bhartrachoditaha, Bhartrachoditaha. So Chodita, encouraged or commanded by the master. Tritiya Tatpurusha. Manorathaha. So Manaha eva rathaha or Manaha rathaha iva. It is like the mind is a chariot, so which carries the thoughts to various places. So Manoratha is basically what say a flight of fancy, right? So the mind, imaginary paths or imaginary travel, it can be used for desires, for thoughts, for hopes. All of them can be called Manoratha. Okay. Sorry, I think the screen should be visible now. So Manaha eva rathaha or Manaha rathaha iva. The mind as a chariot, it's a Karmadharaya Samasa. Then we have another Upama here. So Kapayaha is the Upameya, Manorathaha is the Upamana. Itastataha Charanam, wandering or roaming here and there, is the Sadharana Dharma. Iva is the Upamavachaka Shabda. So Kapi, we have multiple paryayas. Kapi plavanga plavaga shakha mriga vali mukhaha. Kapihi plavangaha plavagaha shakha mrigaha vali mukhaha. There are actually many more. All these are synonyms of Kapi. Itastatascha kapayaha, itastatascha vaidehim anveshtum bhartrachoditaha kapayascherurartasya ramasyeva manorathaha. Okay. What is Sadharana Dharma? Itastataha charanam, wandering here and there, roaming, is the Sadharana Dharma. So, two important announcements. One is the next few shlokas, that is the next class, 26, which is shlokas 60, 61, and 62. It will be uploaded as a pre-recorded lesson. Actually, I had planned we should have had a class last week, but since we missed the class, running a bit late, so I have recorded the next 3 shlokas and it will be uploaded tomorrow, which is Friday. So by next class, which is Tuesday, so today is Thursday, so over the weekend or sometime, please watch that video, learn those shlokas. In the next live session, which is on Tuesday, we will be continuing with shloka 63. So we have done till 59 today. The next 3 shlokas will be available in that video. Then we will continue from 63 on Tuesday. Okay, so the quiz and exercise along with that, it will be posted. So you can go through. Today's quiz also we will post. We still have to add a few questions. We will add and post it after class. Okay. And next, as I had announced earlier, the second midterm exam will be next weekend, 19th to 21st June. So 19th is a Friday. So from 6 a.m. IST on Friday till Monday morning 6 a.m. IST, the test will be available. You can take at any time of your convenience. So the portions, July, sorry, not June. So this is July. Okay. So the portions also, as I had mentioned, till shloka 65. So we'll complete on Tuesday. Okay. So till Rama receives the Chudamani from Sita. So till 65, we will have the portions. The pattern is exactly the same. So 30 marks multiple choice and 30 marks descriptive. So again, I will give the model papers which you can use for self-evaluation. Shlokas 1 to 31 will not be asked. Okay, it's only the next set. Okay, so we will prepare for these small sets for the final exam. The whole thing you will have to study. Okay, the intention of this is that we can study in small chunks and try to grasp whatever is there. So the types of questions are also the same. So multiple choice, we have story related questions and basic grammar. For descriptive, you have to explain the shloka. Please note, please go through the previous model paper. You have to write pada vibhaga, anvaya, pratipadartha, bhavartha separately as it was given in that paper. So please practice that way. You will have to answer in Samskrita in 5 to 6 sentences and explain with reference to context. Okay. So the notes sometime next week I will try to give the consolidated one, but please don't wait. You have lots of material. Try to prepare with those. But we will give the consolidated notes. Exercise answers also as much as possible we will upload. But to repeat, please use the slides and the videos for your study. Make your own notes. That is always the best. You can cross refer and check with the materials, but whatever you do for yourself, you will remember. Okay? Especially writing these answering in Samskrita, practice writing as much as possible. Okay. So that's it for today. So I'll do the Mangalam, and then if there are any questions, I will take it. वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ वन्दामहे महोद्दण्डदोर्दण्डौ रघुनन्दनौ तेजो निर्जितमार्तण्डमण्डलौ लोकनन्दनौ।